did a thing, bought another project car. When a good deal presents itself, you kind of make it happen. And so the story with this one was previous owner has had it since 1983. It's been sitting for about the last 10 years, but he was moving away, gave me a really good deal on it. No, it doesn't currently run, but we'll get there. You know, we'll make it happen. Brought into the garage here. I'll do a quick walk around of it, show you, the general condition. Today, I'm gonna be trying to do some paint correction because the previous owner told me that this paint is a rare color, which is awesome, but it has seen better days, as you'll see in the video. So this is a 1974 MGB. It's this sort of purple color. And yeah, the previous owner had told me this was a rare color. Came with the hard top, but as we can see, the plastic's cracked there. And so it's seen some better days, but I think, if we try and get the paint looking a little bit better, that, maybe it'll bring some shine back to this thing. It is a very nice looking purple in the places that still have good paint. And, for the most part, the interior is complete. This little trim piece keeps falling down, but it goes just right up there. And I think the odometer has flipped, so I think it's 131 on the odometer for the chassis. Apparently the previous owner said it was rebuilt, so it supposedly only has about 3,000 miles on this motor, so we'll get fresh fluids in it all around, kind of try to do some repair, but I want to try and keep it as original as possible. If we can get it running, then it's for my grandfather. So, 'cause he had a Austin Healey Sprite back in the day. It's another British manufacturer, but it's missing some parts, like this indicator here, and the mirror on the right hand side is missing. So but mainly going to be focusing on paint correction today, but this is going to be an ongoing project, trying to get this thing running. This side is pretty straight. This side was in a little bit of fender bender, so you're going to have to try and figure out how to pull this area out and get that headlight back to straight because it's facing down right now. So I'm just using this compound that'll be applied first, then we'll apply this polish, and then lastly the wax. And we'll use all microfiber applicator pads to do that. This is the first pass of the cutting compound. Wow! You can already see a little bit of the color coming back to it, and that's the old side for comparison. It's starting to reflect some light there, which is not something you can say about this side. So I may hit it with another pass and then move on to polishing. And I'm gonna leave this side not touched, just so we can kind of see the difference in the two.
3 hours later.
Oh man, this is a workout. But second coat definitely put in some work there. That's looking a lot better. I mean, it is almost 50-year-old paint, so there's only so much these compounds are gonna do, but even just giving it that little bit of shine from what it was, I'm really happy with it. Next, I'm gonna put on the polishing compound on this side. What a difference that polishing compound makes, even just compared to the cut. This is polish. Granted, I haven't wiped it off yet, so it may not look quite as stunning, but I don't know, just breathing some new life back into this thing, and I really like the color, man. It's stands out. It's very unique, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna look good with some wax on there too.
Are you sure about that?
All right, this is still wet with some polishing compound, so I'll wipe it off. But I mean, that is pretty nuts. Like, I wasn't expecting this nicer results, and hopefully it'll get even better with some polish. Just applied all the wax, let it dry for 5-10 minutes, and then it should appear a little bit more hazy. And we'll go ahead and take the microfiber towel and wipe it off. And then I'm hoping that it's going to keep this really dark reflective sheen, but you know, we'll see. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and I applied it going this way, so I'm gonna
Wax on,
remove it going
wax
this way.
off.
Definitely not bad. There's some uneven spots I can see, so I may go back and hit it again and kind of get a sense for it. This was my first attempt, so you know, it is what it is. Popped open the engine, or the bonnet.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Because it's British, get it? But, you know, I gave the car a wash when we were just bringing it home, but didn't open this, so gonna go ahead and use a shop vac and kind of clean this up and see what we're working with. I also love this, the fuses. Old stuff, just so entertaining. Wasn't totally satisfied with how it came out, so we went out and bought one of the little polishing tools. And so these two, this one's the most coarse and this one is getting more fine all the way down to the last one. So this one here, these two actually we'll use with the compound. This one we'll use with the polish, and then this one we'll use the wax on. So this is just after one pass with the tool. I'll include the time lapse, but it's, you know, already looking better than what I did. So we're gonna keep going with it and then eventually step down to the other pads and kind of go from there. This is 2 coats of the cut on the top and the bottom versus all the stuff I just did by hand. This is better than this, and this is better than that. So, I mean, I can actually see myself now, which is nuts. I didn't think the paint would come this far. So we'll keep stepping it down, cutting more, get to the polish. This is 2 go-arounds with the the second step of the cut, and then next we'll switch to this, which is a finer one, polishing pad, and we'll use polish for it. This side is 2 passes at each level for 3 levels, and then this side was the side I did strictly by hand, and I just did 1 pass at each level. And because, you know, I thought I was done, we had some leftover wax buildup from when I was doing it by hand. But I mean, the difference is pretty incredible. I mean, I can see myself here and can't see myself. I can see, you know, minimally, but it's not even comparable. So I have a feeling this is going to take up the next couple days of my life, but I think the car's going to look a lot better for it. Got a good portion of it done. There's some areas like here which are really hard to get with the 7-inch wheel, but I mean, look at that. You can see the color differentiation and everything. That's nuts. I'm pretty happy with it, but my wheel just seemed to have overheated, so this is kind of a natural stopping place for the time being. It's not going to fix everything, but you know, overall it's a lot better than it was. And I'll probably end up taking a second pass at just about everything with the more coarse wheel to get it even more reflective, and then step down to the medium wheel and then finally the light wheel, and then we'll see about putting some wax on it. I also did some paint correction on the hardtop here. This is the side that I've done, and this being the side that I haven't, and you can see a pretty clear, distinct difference.
Overall, I'd say it's looking a lot better, but we've got a lot more work left to do. So come back and we'll have more updates for you. Thanks for watching.